Hello guys, my name is Hodbrook and I welcome you back to my Photoshop tutorials. So guys, basically we've been learning some basic techniques in Photoshop, and today I'm actually going to show you something simple and not complicated. So you're going to deal with the glow effects in Photoshop today. So to begin, I'm going to open Photoshop, which I've already done, and I'm going to upload my image, the image I'm going to use for my glow effect. So I'm going to go to my file, then open. So I grab the image I want to use, then open. Okay guys, so I have my image in Photoshop. The next thing I want to do is import the image or logo I want to use. I want to glow on this image. So to do that, I'm going to go to my file, then just drag the image I want to use or the logo into Photoshop, then release. Okay guys, so I'm going to click to apply, and before I could work on this logo, I have to make sure I delete my background, and to do that I have to make sure I've converted my image from a smart object to a rasterized layer. So right click on your logo, then rasterize layer to make it editable, and after I do that, I'm just going to grab my magic wand tool. So guys, if you can't find your magic wand tool, just right click on your quick selection tool to grab your magic wand tool, right click, then magic wand tool. Then I'm going to select the background of my logo, then click on the delete key on my keyboard to erase, then Ctrl+D to deselect. So I'm going to grab my move tool again, then resize my logo using the shortcut key Ctrl+T to transform, then resize, then drag all the way to the position I want, resize a bit, then apply. So the next thing I'm going to do is glow this logo. To begin, I have to make sure I put this logo into a folder, not to confuse me with the kind of duplicates I'm going to make here. So to do that, I'm going to put this logo into a folder using the shortcut key Ctrl+G, or you could just drag your logo into the folder symbol you see below, but let's just deal with shortcut key. So Ctrl+G with my layer selected. I click on my Ctrl+G, then I have my logo in the folder. So every duplicate I make of this logo is going to be into that folder. So what I'm going to do is select my logo, then duplicate using the shortcut key Ctrl+J to duplicate. Then I'm going to change my duplicate into a screen. So I'm going to change from normal to screen. Then I'm going to go to my filter, then blur, Gaussian blur, then change my radius to 5.0 pixel, then okay. Duplicate this layer again, Ctrl+J, then with this layer selected, go back to my filter once again, then my blur, then Gaussian blur. Then I'm going to change it to a higher number like 150, 150, then okay, so I could just click here to put them back into the folder. Then now I move to my image. So I'm going to duplicate this image using the shortcut key Ctrl+J once again. So Ctrl+J to duplicate. With my layer selected, convert your layer into a smart object by right clicking, then convert to smart object. So with my layer converted into a smart object, I'm going to go to my filter, then to my render, then lightning effect. So I'm using the flashlight effect of this preset. So if you can't find if yours is different from this, maybe yours might be in the default. If you want to change it to your flashlight, just click on your custom, then change it to your flashlight. So what I'm going to do now is decrease or increase the size of this round circle I see, the green one. So to decrease or increase the size, just make sure you have your mouse on the green till it turns into yellow. Click and hold, then drag out to increase and drag in to decrease. So I'm just going to increase it a bit, then position it just in between my like symbol, then my image, I mean the face. Then what this one does, I mean the circle within, is to increase the brightness or lower it. So if I'm to drag it all the way here, my brightness is going to increase. If I should drag it back, it's going to decrease. So I'm just going to maintain it how it was, then okay. So I now have my lightning effect applied. So the next thing I'm going to do is apply this brightness or my contrast. So I'm going to go to my adjustment settings, which you could find below, a round circle which has been diagonally divided into two. Click on it, then go to your brightness or contrast. Sure. So what I'm going to do here is take my brightness a bit down, then increase my contrast, and then okay. So then I'm going to go back to my adjustment again, and this time I'm going to grab my hue or saturation. Before I work here with what I want to do, if I'm to change the saturation of the hue, it happens, or actually occurs on my image, but I don't want it that way. What I want to see is actually give it one color. So what I'm going to do is make sure I have my colorize selected, then change my saturation all the way higher to give this bright effect, then change my hue. I have to make sure I have my color matching my logo, so just move your hue around till you get a color that matches your logo perfectly, then release. Sure. So I have my color matching my logo. So the next thing I'm going to do is make sure I have my hue and saturation selected. I mean the layer for my hue and saturation. Right click, then go to my blending options. Okay, let me drag it a bit. So what I'm going to work here in my blending options is the underlaying layer. So with the underlaying layer, I'm just going to drag it a bit higher till I get my color coming around my face and logo. So guys, if you could see what is happening, I mean the brightness of the light, the color around isn't blending in that well. So if I want to blend in, let me just take it a bit back, and to blend in, hold your Alt to split, then hold your Alt and click to split, then drag half above just to blend it within. Take it all the way within till you get the part you want to brighten, then release. Then I'm going to click OK. Sure. So once again, with my layer selected, make sure you select your layer mask and not your hue and saturation. I mean with the hue and saturation, select your layer mask thumbnail, then go grab your brush. Make sure you have your black above your white. If your colors are different from black and white, just click on your D on your keyboard to change your colors from white and black, then click on the double arrow to change the position of your white and black. Make sure your black is above your white, then use your brush to brush through the places you don't want the light to be, just to create this realistic effect. So I'm going to clean all this place. Then sure. So I'm okay with it. Go back, grab my move tool, then sure. So guys, this is how to apply your glow effect in Photoshop. This is a very simple way. Actually, there are ways you could do them better than this, but this is actually the basics I'm teaching for now. And if you keep on proceeding with our basics, basically you'll be doing the pro stuff, the amazing ones, not so long. I think after I'm done with the basics, we'll be teaching those ones too. So this is a very simple and not complicated way to do your glow effect. You could try it with different colors, different logos, different pictures, then just blend them in. So guys, this is what I have for you today, and until we meet again, is bye bye.